it's Michelle Teberge, and I'm reading to you from this book. I'm on chapter 2, and as I release these videos, we'll be creating a playlist so you can listen to the whole book as an audiobook, or you can always go buy it on Amazon as a paper book for yourself or for your friends or someone else you care about who's creative. This is a book to support you in living a creative life. Chapter 1, Create a Studio Habit. Getting into the studio should be easy. It's what you love to do, right? Unfortunately, many artists have an uneasy on-again, off-again relationship with their studio practice. We artists have important work to do in the world and valuable ideas to share. Anytime that work is not brought forth due to lack of confidence, organization, commitment, or follow-through, it is a loss to society. It is not just the Chagalls and the Warhols that have something valuable to contribute. Every artist has a raw genius worth honing and refining through consistent work habits. For some artists, it's difficult to just get into the studio, and they're plagued with energy-draining guilt over it. Others get in the studio, but once there, have difficulty getting started. Many more are plagued by dark, crushing, critical voices. Why do you suppose that so many of those famous artists in the 50s were notorious for their heavy drinking? When I start working with artists I mentor, the crux of my program is to get everyone immediately started with a regular studio practice. But first, we have to clear the thought patterns and habits that have been standing in the way. Through the years, I have developed tools to deal with the inner critic, practices to jumpstart creativity, and methods for reflection and observation that have truly changed my studio practice. I encourage artists to cultivate a reverence and respect for inviolable studio time. Even if your practice is more conceptual or project-based, you can still schedule regular time to write, research, brainstorm, or work on ideas to keep the creative mind in shape, alert, and well-oiled. Even the smallest increments of time can make a huge difference. Creativity is like a muscle. Use it regularly and it gets stronger, firmer, more toned, and ready for action. But if you only work out in fits and spurts, you won't be present and prepared when inspiration strikes. You won't be able to advance to the next level, and you'll miss the satisfaction of noticeable shifts and tangible results. What the artists in the Mindful Artist Mentorship Program have learned, and that is a program I used to offer, no longer, as of 2021 March, who knows, maybe sometime in the future. But to be honest, my own studio practice is the most important thing, so I have time for YouTube, but not so much these other things right now. The connection to your practice is what pulls you through the tough times. If you love what you do and you are really connected to your creativity through a consistent practice, you are less thrown off by rejection or lack of support. Artists who work with me have reported more confidence and clarity in the work as a result of establishing a regular studio practice. A Berkeley, California artist who went through the program shared that she had discovered a connective thread in the work that she had not previously known was there. Through consistent practice, you will know the value of the creative process to your very core and understand that your work will consistently evolve and change over time. You will be able to ride the dry spells and difficult times with more equanimity. You will also be able to revel in those peak moments when your creative genius shines through. A lot of artists focus on whether their work is selling and receiving attention or recognition as a measure of their success. That kind of outward focus is a creativity squelcher. If you are looking towards something outside yourself to validate your work, such as sales, exhibitions, or accolades, it will be hard to maintain your creative practice during the inevitable up and down cycles of an artist's career. In order to maintain the motivation to develop a regular studio habit, it helps to develop a strong and sure understanding of the inherent value of your work, whether it is currently experiencing popularity or not. Thank you so much for listening. If you thought that was helpful, I'd be really curious to know Has art pulled you through any tough times? Let us know in the comments below how art has supported and helped you. And if you haven't been as consistent as you would like, what's one thing you can do in the coming week to get more consistent? Is there some shift or change you can make? As always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I love it if you'd subscribe. All of you who've subscribed, thank you so much. It means the world to me to know that this time I'm spending on this channel is having an impact on other lives. It really just makes my day. So thank you for listening, and stay tuned for chapter 3 or 2. Wait, that was chapter 1. For chapter 2.